Hello everyone, the Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review a new Hero Factory set released in 2012, and it's going to be the biggest set of the first 12, and it's going to be one of the villains, and it's going to be finally Black Phantom. So here's the box, because obviously it's a Titan set, so it costs a little more like I mentioned earlier. So we have the Lego Hero Factory logo up here, of course Black Phantom in the front of the box, on the back Roka, because Roka has been selected to hunt down Black Phantom. Of course, we have the assembly tower on the background, which really looks fine and nice. Hero condition, set number, and the fact that even if it's a villain, you will have an hero core in this set, which will give you a code that you can enter in the new Hero Factory web game to have 500 game points, which will be helpful to improve your character's statistics. On the upper part, we have a 1:1 picture scale of Black Phantom's head, which is pretty wide because of the spikes on the sides. The other sides of the box are not interesting, so I'm going to just skip them. On the back, you have Black Phantom in all his glory, plus some pictures of, well, first the fact that if you want, you can put the weapon on his spear on his other hand, which is okay, I guess. How to fire the launcher, and that you can put off this part, which is a little insect. Another ad for the Hero Factory web game, and then all the sets of this first 12, so with the heroes and their villains, so Roka, Black Phantom, Fernal Jawblade, Surge, Splitface, Evo, Toxic Reaper, and then Breeze and Sunwax. So pretty good. Then we have the instruction booklet, which looks like that. So another ad to how to enter your code. So really explained thoroughly, so you will not have any problems. 24 steps, and of course some sub-steps along the way. Parts list. Picture between, well, a face-off between Roka and Black Phantom, like I mentioned earlier, and then the two of them together to form a new commander model, which looks like that. So kind of like a spider, if you can say so. Another ad for the new Lego superheroes, and on the DC Universe side, because, well, there will also be Marvel superheroes with later on. So well, you like them or hate them, I guess. And the win page in full HD glory. HD glory, excuse me. So yeah, now it's time to talk about the new parts or recolors of this set, and there is many new parts, so let's just go ahead and first with the armor. So we'll find first this small armor in transneon green, so it was also released in Toxic Reaper. Here we have 2 of them. Then we have this armor, which was first released in the 3.0 set. Here it comes in black, and once again you have 2 of them, so pretty cool and pretty useful for mocks, I guess. I'm going just to put the parts on my white background because it will be better for the rest of the review. We also have this Wounded armor, which was also released in Toxic Reaper, well, in the same wave. Here, once again, we have 2 of them. Here are the points of connection on the back. Looks pretty nice. Another part which was also released in the other set in this wave is this one, so the new modified Tornax launcher part with just 1 axle hole and smaller. So here we have 2 of them in silver, which is exclusive to this set. We also have this 3.0 parts, well, 3.0 parts, which was a little claw, here released in silver, and you have 4 of them in this set. Then another part that you can find in Sunwax, it was in fact the Sunwax head, but this time not in black but in silver, so once again all these details, and you have also 2 green eyes, but of course they are not new, it's just to show you how they are linked on the head. Here we go. And then I guess we before that, another part that we can also find in Breeze, but here it's a new color, it's the new type of blade, so here it's black and kind of transparent green, not that much but a little, and with 1 axle at the end. And now it's time to talk about the new part that you can only find in this set for now. It is, well, first the new chest armor part, which will be available in many superheroes sets later this year. Here it comes in black, and you have 2 points of connection on the back. Then you have this part, which is kind of like, not really an armor, but more like a weapon part, so just 1/2 of it in black. Of course, you have the 2/2 of them in the set, so it looks like that. Then this new part, which is the bones part, it's not really used to make articulation, but more like to tighten up articulations and to well, make some bonds longer if you want. We'll see how it's used later on. And finally, guys, because the time is moving on, the Black Phantom's head or helmet. It's a new mold and it will be reused in the second part of the Breakout Wave. And it's pretty cool with some points of connection on the side and of course an axle here. So now it's time to build this guy. So first we have the body frame, which is really simple because it's kind of like Firelord or Wokka XL. It's quite simple, so we have a big body frame, as you can see, with, of course, intended ball joints, and on the back we're going to link this part, and then two technique beams, which will be useful to link some parts right there. So here how it looks like. We're going to first link the body armor, I think. We're going to put this part like that. Then this one here. I'm going to now link the head, and we'll find a new color. This time it's the head, which comes in transparent green, so you can also find this new color in Wokka and in Split Face. Notice the axle up here, which will be useful to link the helmet. Well, I'm going to link the helmet right now, it will be done that way. Like that. And now I'm going to link the two spikes on the side of his head. We go. Now it's time to link the parts on his back. So to make that, we're going to need, excuse me, going to find the parts, yes, like that. So we're going to link this part, so 3 bonds together. Then going to link this one like that. Yeah, like that, if I'm correct. And finally going to link these 3 parts together, so spikes, parts, gears, and hose pipe. And we are nearly done, so now I just have to take my body back, link it like that, and I'm going to link those pipes on the axle up here, the axle hole here. I'm going to do that a second time, so it works exactly the same way. And here we go. Excuse me guys, it seems that some parts are just fallen off me, so I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, okay. So, well, we have the parts finished. Now I'm going to build the legs. So they look like that. As you can see, we have also again a new color. This is this part in dark red, right there. So you can see it's pretty simple to build. We have 3 long bonds right there, which are in together. There are some smaller ones here. On the back, some parts to make the articulations work better and to make the model stand in the right way. These 2 parts are linked together thanks to this part, which will also be useful to cover the empty spaces. And for the feet, we have 2 connectors and 3 Glatorian necks. So we're going to link first this part on the foot, and that will be all for the foot. We're not going to link any more parts. Then we're going to link this long black armors on the side. Excuse me guys. I'm going to put some parts. Oh yeah, like that. I'm going to make some parts here. And I will be operational. So this part goes there. Then we have a part which will be linked here. And finally, I'm going to use this part and link it on this side like that. And now my leg is finished, so I just have to link it on the body frame. So it will be like that. Like that, and I'm going to do this a second time. And my Titan is complete. Well, at least the legs of the Titan. So now it's time to make the excuse me guys. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's time to make the arms. So the arms are quite simple. 2 bonds, and as you can see, once again a new color in dark red. I'm going first to link this part like that and this part like this. going to put this big armor on the side, and then I'm going to link the little insect, which got a specific name, but I don't remember it. So we're going to use a connector, one side of a Thornax launcher, here's the second side. Going now to link the head on this axle of 3, which will also be useful to link the insect on the Black Phantom's hand. And then I'm going to use this part 4 times to link the little legs. So let me just put this part like that. And here we go. I'm going to put the insect on his hand. And finally, also something I forgot, but we're going to use this part here and link them here. So this means that this articulation will be tightened up, and this means we won't need any more parts to make the arms work better, which was not the case on the previous Titan with the same frame. So for example, Firelord or Walker XL, which had big parts on the back of the arms, which were really awful because they limited greatly the articulations. Now I'm going to finish the Black Phantom's weapon pretty quickly. So let me just put this thing here, and Black Phantom is done. So let me just keep my breath because I have to So I think that's all for Black Phantom. So let's do first a turnaround. So excuse me if you can't see all of Black Phantom, and everything is falling off. It's really, oh yeah. Sorry for that, guys. Just like I mentioned, I'm not at home, so this means not at my regular desk, and it's quite things are quite busy, if I can say so. So here we go. Black Phantom is finished. So now let's talk about the articulation. So I'm going to put this thing off because I'm sure it will just fall on the floor like it usually do. So first, the legs. So you can move the legs up to this point, not much. You can put the legs back like that, and also on the side a little, but once again, not that much. Then you have the knees, which can be turned up to 90 degrees, and the feet, which can be moved up, down, and on the side, if you kind of bend the bones like that, it's okay. It will not break that easily. Then you have the arms, so the shoulders, which can be moved pretty freely. As you can see, they work quite nice, 360 degrees. You then have the elbows, which can turn a little less than 90 degrees because of the position of the armor. Then you have the arms, which can be turned freely. If you want, you can, like mentioned on the back of the box, put off this part of the weapon and put it on the left arm. I will not do that in the review, but you can. So the left arm is the same. For the insect, you can turn each part up and down like that if you want. And obviously, you can fire pretty easily the Zamor sphere. Then we have the head, which is mounted on 2 ball joints. This means you can move on the side, a little down, not that much, and up, obviously. Even if, once again, we have the long neck syndrome, which is really a little weird, but well, at least we can turn it the way you want. And finally, we have the rear arms, if I can say so, which got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation. So 2 of them are just up and down. So for example, like this one, up, down, and up, down. And there's 2 ones, so here and there, are 3 ball joints. This means you can move them like that, for example, or like that if you want. There is no problems at all. And I think that's all for Black Phantom. So now it's time to do a little comparison size. First, against the hero is trying to escape from, which is Walker. So let me just put Walker in the white pose. I'm not even sure you can see the 2 of them together, but here you go. It looks like that. think I need to make a second comparison, and it's with the two other Titans which use the same type of frame. So first we had Firelord, which was released in the first wave of 2011, which was pretty awful because of its lack of armors and general interest. Not really that good in my opinion. Then we have Wokka XL, released in the second wave of 2011, which was a little better, which was really way more better than in fact Firelord because of his new parts and all, but still pretty awful in terms of articulation. And finally we have Black Phantom, which has somehow better articulation than these two guys, and also a cool design. And so this comparison made, I can note that these two guys back on their place, do a little pause on Black Phantom, and finally do the sum up. So is Black Phantom worth it or not? Because he used the same type of frame as Firelord, does this mean that he is still awful or not? Well, we're going to see that in the sum up. So let me just put Firelord, excuse me, that's Black Phantom in a nice pose. Well, a pretty classic pose by my standard, but it will do the job for the world view, I think. And once again, I would like if I had just a nice white background, but I guess it's not the case here. And I think this will do the trick. So, first, the color scheme. The color scheme is really good because you have black and dark red, which really mix together pretty well. Really, tons of black, which really looks good together. The only problems might come from the different type of shades of the transparent green. So, for example, here we have transparent neon green, but here it's more like a little flashy. It's less flashier, if I can say so. And the same can be said for this slime green. So yes, the different type of transparent green don't really look good together, and also you can complain about the addition of the dark metal, which might look a little out of place. Why not make these parts black? I don't really know, but personally, it isn't really a problem for me. So yes, the color scheme is really good in my opinion, even if it still has some little problems here and there, but nothing really significant in my opinion. Then we have the parts selection, and it's really great because you have, of course, many black armors, which are always useful for mockers, from my opinion. And you also have your lots of new parts and new colors. So, for example, this type of shoulders, the new helmet, the new boulder thingy with spike, spiky ball, if you can say so. New blades, the Sunwax head in silver, this parts in transneon green. So yeah, overall, it's a great set in terms of parts because you really have a nice selection of them. Then we have the building, and it's not that interesting because, well, if you have already built Firelord or Wokka XL, you will not be impressed at all because it's the same thing. And even if you have never built any of these two sets, it's still a bigger Hero Factory set. It's not that interesting, like for example, Witch Doctor, which was all custom parts. Here it's not custom at all. It's pretty simple, a really simple frame with two parts, legs which are okay, and arms which are once again nothing that complicated to understand. So yeah, the construction is not that interesting. Then you have the articulations, which are okay in my opinion. Really the good thing is that unlike the two previous Titans, we have finally arms which can be moved backward, forward, all the way you want, and it's really relief because seriously, it was really awful. So apart from the arms which are really good, the legs and other parts are okay in my opinion, they are correct. It's mostly up to 20 degrees, so nothing to brag about, but it's still really cool. It's still okay for this Titan. So yeah. And finally, the overall design, well, in my opinion, it is one of the best Hero Factory breakout sets for now. I really like this set. I like the fact that it is well armored. It really has armor everywhere, so on the legs, on the body, with these two big shoulder pads on the side and this weapons on the back. So yeah, seriously, it's a complete Titan, a really compact, nice weapon. I really like this one with the spiky ball and the blade here, plus the little insect on his arm. So yeah, seriously, I like this set. It can be moved well. It has a great color scheme, a nice selection of parts, and overall, it is really one of the best Titan with this frame. So well, of course, it's better than Firelord. And well, for Wokka XL, I cannot like Wokka XL design, so I can't really say which one is better. But at least for the articulation, I can tell you this one is better for the articulation. But overall, it got a great design, nice selection of parts, and overall it's really a great Titan and really a nice set. So seriously, I can only recommend you to buy this set if you have enough money, because I think it is totally worth it, and I think you will not be disappointed by this new Titan from Hero Factory. And that's it. I think that's all for this review, guys. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them. I will happily answer them as usual. And that said, well, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you later for another video review. Bye bye.